Today we are discussing a problem which is related to strings, which is known as faulty keyboard. In this problem, we have to reverse the string whenever we have encountered an I. So let us discuss the problem thoroughly. You have a laptop keyboard which is faulty, and whenever you type character I on it, it reverses the string that you have written. This line specifies that whenever we encounter a I when we type something, everything in the string will get reversed, and typing other character will work as expected. And the string is zero indexed, and we have to each type of character which is present will be in the S. For example, S equal to string. So the output would be RTSNG. So when I is encountered, everything the part which is before the ith part is reversed, RTS, and the I is being skipped, and the other keyboards and the other entries are work as expected, NG. Similarly goes for pointer. When we type PO, it will work as it is, and then we have encountered an I. So the part before the I will get reversed, so it will become OP, and then we type I once again. So the part which is before I will get reversed once again, so it will become PO, and then NTER will work as it is. So PO and TER. So let me draw S equal to string. So when we have encountered I, the part which is before the I will get reversed. So the output should be RTSNG. Another case, POIINTER. So the output should be, how exactly is this working? So when we type PO, it will go as it is P and O. So and then I is encountered, so the portion which is before I is get reversed, so it become OP. And then we have encountered another I. When another I is encountered, then this part get reversed once again, so it will become PO. And then after the letters which are present after I will get typed as it is. So this will be our final output. Which is present here. So to solve this approach, we are going to use a simple pointer technique. So what are we gonna exactly do is, for the letter string, we are gonna use a pointer which is named as end, and it will iterate until it encounters an I. Okay, yes. So what are we gonna do is to find first occurrence of I. What are we exactly doing? Finding the first occurrence of I. finding the occurrence of I. We are finding the first occurrence of the I. So the pointer is going from is will begin from end, which is 0, and n will be equal to s dot length. I think I should have typed s dot length and n equal to 0. So what exactly it will gonna do is it will iterate through the string. So we are using a while loop here, while end is less than length of the string, which is n. And right after that right after that we will increment end plus plus. It will go here, and then it will go here, and it will go here, and then when it encounters an I, it will stop. So what will be the condition? We are using a while loop because it is a continuous process. It will increment until whenever we found an I. So it will go in while loop. Okay, and then we are going to use an if condition when it should be s dot end it will be s and it will be s of end is when we find the first occurrence. What are we gonna do is reverse that part of the string. So the reverse function in C++ accepts two parameters. The one is the initial position and the second will be the length of that. So we are using the reverse which starts from the beginning position and the second parameter will be the length. And what will be the length? To reverse that portion, we are going to reverse this portion. So what will be the length of that string? It should be begin plus end. Yes, so it should be begin plus end. S dot begin it should be s dot begin. I hope everything is clear. And then if that condition doesn't arise, we are simply incrementing until we haven't encountered any I. Okay, so now what the next part we have to do? We have to solve that when the position which are after, and we have to store in a such a way that we have to skip that I. As we have discussed, the output should be this. Let me bring it down. The output should be this. So we have to, as you have noticed, we have not I here, and we have the reversed portion here, and ng as it is. So this portion will reverse that part of the string which are present before the I, but I is still there. So we have to declare a temporary string which is named as result, and what it will exactly gonna do is it will iterate through the s string using the for each loop. We are going to iterate over the s string, and if C is not equal to I, C is not equal to I, we are going to add that portion to the result. And then lastly the s will be equal to result, and we are at then returning the s. So now let's code that part. Our first task is to find the first occurrence of the I in the string. So what are we gonna do is we have to declare a pointer which is iterate throughout the string, and it is a continuous process. So we will declare n size variable which is as dot length, and then if and n should be less than n. So what it will gonna do is, and if s of end equal to I, what we have to do is reverse that part. So it will going from, and then s dot begin plus end, because it is because the reverse function accepts two parameter. So let me write here, when I is encountered, when I is encountered when I is encountered we reverse that part of string. Reverse function accept two parameters, begin that beginning is that accepts two parameter begin, which indicate starting position, and begin length of that part. Okay, yes. So when I is not encountered, we have to simply keep incrementing n plus plus, because when we have encountered I, we should only do the reverse operation, otherwise we have to just increment the end pointer. Great. So now we have to declare a result string which should be empty to store the our final result. So we will then now use for each a loop to iterate over the string, and then if c is not equal to I. Why I'm writing this? Because we have to eliminate I. So until and unless the character c is not equal to I, we have to add that part to the string. Yes. So if character c is not equal to I, we just have to what? Add that character to the resultant string. So result plus c, and then adding only non I character only, and simply we are using and we are just updating the final result to the declare as temporary, updating the final string, return yes. So now let's run it. Yes, as you can see, our all test cases are correct. So now let's just submit. Woohoo, we get an 4 millisecond run time. Great. So the time complexity of this code is, it will be an from the very first case, very worst case scenario, we encounter and we doesn't encounter anything, so it will iterate over n, and for this also it will going to iterate over n. So the time complexity of this code is O of n. But the space complexity, what will be the space complexity? We have used then another temporary string which will going to add until n operations. In the very worst case, we haven't encountered any I and we just iterated over iterated over the entire string. So it will also take a constant, doesn't take any constant, it going for a linear space complexity. So in the next video I'm going to discuss how we can use this quotient only using a constant space time, and try to do it yourself. It is a challenge. I'm providing a hint also. You can use a erase operator. Okay, so that's our solution. Thank you for watching my video, and please provide me feedback so that I can improve. Thank you.